Welcome everybody to Intensity Broadcasting. My name's Josh Hall. This is the Sim Wrap Market National Series here at North Wilksboro Speedway. Getting ready for some short track racing. It's going to be a doozy here tonight. 21 cars getting ready to take the field here, and it's going to be a blast for sure. A little bit of a small field. A lot of guys either at or watching the Coke 600 tonight, but that's not going to matter. We're going to have a great race here as this one gets ready to get underway. Again, we want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight, whether you're watching on Facebook, on YouTube, or over on Kick. We do appreciate you tuning in here tonight. Don't forget that like button, follow it, and subscribe. Hit that little notification bell so you know anytime we go live here on Intensity Broadcasting. We are just a few minutes away from getting qualifying underway. Let's put that up on the screen so you can all see it. Yeah, about just under 6.5 minutes before we get racing here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. We're just getting the points up on the screen, so give me just a moment. Pop that up there for you, and there you have it right now. The drivers who are eligible for points here. See, Eric Schaefer is still your points leader. Alex Coffey sits back in second. Cedric Hunter, Dalton Tucker, and Craig Lautenschlager. Your top five: Warren Kyle Keith, Kyle Benson, Michael Kosick, Blaine Wilson, and Tucker Rhodes going to be your top 10 in the points. And you can see where the top 30 are currently in the point standings through 6 races. We had a great race 2 weeks ago at Sonoma Raceway. We go from turning left and right there to a little bit of short track racing here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. North Wilkesboro, a bit of a unique racetrack. Let's see if we can ride along with one of these drivers that's out on the racetrack. Let's see if we can roll right along here with, this is Josh Lokovitz. It's kind of hard to see. You can kind of tell here in this car. When they come off of turn number 4, you actually start going up, or excuse me, down the hill. It is downhill into turn number 1. See driver looking out to the inside of Lokovitz here. And as you come off turn number 2, you go back up the hill. So there is a little bit of elevation change in this racetrack that you don't see on the TV cameras. But it is definitely something that comes into play as it changes the braking zones for these drivers, as again you're going to carry a little bit more speed down the hill into turn 1 than you will up the hill into turn number 3. So we got just under 5 minutes here left in practice. We've had some interesting developments happen last week after the Sonoma race. We saw a little bit of retaliation between a couple drivers, some penalties being issued last week. So Warren Kyle Keith was penalized for wrecking intentionally. Mario was actually suspended for this race for retaliation. Parker Bland is going to have to serve a EOL on their next race. Not sure if Parker is in this race. I don't see Parker in the race, so next time they race, they will have to start with an EOL. Currently at the top of the speed charts is Jesse Whittington. Kyle Benson, second fastest. Alex Coffey, third fastest. And we know Coffey is fast at these short tracks, so watching for that here tonight. Ooh, one driver around right in front of Coffey there. Just about 3 minutes left in practice on today is probably the premier day for racing for those who are race fans. We saw an amazing Monaco Grand Prix, a heart-pounding Indy 500 finish. Now the Coke 600 looks like it might be Might be shortened due to rain here as severe thunderstorms are about to roll through the Charlotte area. But no rain on the forecast here in North Wilkesboro for the Sim Wrap Market National Series. So we're not going to have to worry about that here tonight. This is a very unique racetrack, not just was I talking about the elevation going up the hill and down the hill on the straightaways. There's no more unique stuff about this racetrack, just how you have to enter the corners, there's no curbing here through turns 1 and 2. There's a curb in 3 and 4 you want to make sure not to jump over. So you kind of run this racetrack completely different on the two ends of the racetrack. About a minute before qualifying gets underway, we see Justin Gahn jumping down on the pit road, and it's a tough pit road to get onto here as well. We'll see the short track tempers come out here tonight too. So we got about a minute before qualifying gets underway. Of course, I want to thank all of our great partners here tonight who make this possible, including our series sponsor, Sim Wrap Market. Sim Wrap Market National Series is brought to you by SimWrapMarket.com. iRacing paints made easy. Since their inception, they've always been dedicating themselves to providing high-quality products and services to their customers. Sim Wrap Market offers a variety of products, including number kits, overlays, Vector Smart templates, base designs, and patterns. They're committed to delivering the best products and services possible and grateful for the support of the sim racing community. Check them out at SimWrapMarket.com or by clicking down on the link down below. Also, our great partners over at Race EPI for all your iRacing coaching and setup needs. Visit RaceEPI.com. Of course, you can also check out our great partner, The Butt Kicker. Butt Kicker is a well-known and established leader in gaming haptics. The award-winning line of Butt Kicker products lets users feel low-frequency sounds. Their products are used and endorsed around the world by leading PC and console gamers, including professional sim racers. Check out the full line of Butt Kicker products and figure out what's right for you. Visit thebuttkicker.com. And of course, don't forget to check out our website over at IntensityRacing.com for all your hats, t-shirts, novelty t-shirts, Atlee Atman Reese's Racing Gear is there. And if you're a small race team looking for your own swag, get a quote today at IntensityRacing.com. Qualifying just getting out underway. And here's our first driver. That's Victor Fluger. Just taking the green flag on his first of 2 laps. Down into turn number 3. Down across the straight. His first lap is going to be good enough for the pole currently. Now Jesse Whittington takes over that top spot. Down across the straight and Fluger. So currently in that second position as Whittington catches the wall there on his second lap there. Here's Johnny Shade down into turn number 3 on his second lap. Johnny Shade is going to stay currently in the 6th position. Alex Coffey just came across the stripe, and he's currently in the 5th spot. There's Craig Lautenschlager making his way through turns 3 and 4. backstretch and into turns 3 and 4. Launchlager coming to the white flag on his second lap here. Craig down into turns 3 and 4, takes his 77 machine off of turn number 4, down to the stripe. And Craig Lautenschlager is going to move himself up into the 4th position. Here's Jesse Necula just coming to grab the green flag. The stripe, take the white flag on his qualifying attempt. Nicholas' first lap is going to be up into the 10th position. And down across the stripe. And Jesse Nicola is going to go 7th quickest, as Dakota Wilson makes his way out onto the racetrack. Great looking Mission 22 POW MIA machine. As we all know, it is Memorial Day weekend. It's not just the weekend for picnics and parties. We want to remember all of those who gave their lives to defend this great country. Dakota with a great tribute to that. Coming down the backstretch into turn number 3. We got a little loose there in the center of the corner. So that's going to do it for him on his qualifying attempt. Here's Jacob Jorgensen coming down across the stripe, starting his white flag lap. Off of turn number 4 down to the stripe, and Jorgensen will jump up into, actually he's going to stay currently there in the 4th position as Cedric Hunter makes his way off of turn number 4. Comes that high lane through turns 1 and 2. His first of 2 laps. White flag for Hunter, down in the turn number 1. Down the backstretch into turn number 3. Cedric Hunter is going to move up into the 6th position. Just 3 drivers left to set a time. That's Josh Lokenvitz, Shane Loveridge, and Brad Titus. For those paying attention there at home, let's see. Charles Stevens says, let's get done tonight. Full lock racing, big fish drivers. Those keeping tabs at home, Kyle Larson is about a minute away from landing at Charlotte. And making his way to the racetrack. Fortunately, with the weather coming in the Coca-Cola 600, I don't know how much he'll be able to race here tonight. So it looks like rain is starting to fall at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So if you're looking for some actual racing action here, you're going to find it here on Intensity Broadcasting. Brandon Banks out on the racetrack just made his qualifying attempt, currently up into the 17th position. So with 2.5 minutes to go, we've got 3 drivers still left to make a lap. Josh Lokovitz, Shane Loveridge, and Brad Titus. Kelly Coffee says, let's go Coffee. And absolutely, we know Kelly's always in the chat. Good to see you, Kelly. Welcome aboard. See, Alex Coffee currently qualified 9th here tonight. So we got about, like I said, about a minute left here before we get racing underway. Actually, 2 minutes before we get racing underway. Don't know if anybody else is going to make their way out onto the racetrack. Of course, we want to, once again, thank everybody for joining us here tonight. I know right now we are the only game in town, as looks like the NASCAR race is about to be red flagged for rain. At least that's what I think I'm seeing here on my phone, trying to keep tabs on it while this race is going on. I'm sure a lot of these drivers out there are doing the same. Some of these drivers have multiple screens. I know before I ran VR, I had 4 screens, so I'd run the 3 screens for racing, and then top screen, I'd put whatever I wanted up there, whether it was scoring or another race that was currently going on. So I'm sure there's plenty of drivers out there who are keeping tabs on the Cup Series race. So we got about 45 seconds. So again, we want to thank everybody for joining us. I want to thank our great partners here tonight, including Race EPI for all your iRacing coaching and setup needs. Intensity Apparel. You check us out at intensityracing.com for all your Atman Weiss gear. And if you're a small team looking for some swag of your own, get a quote today at intensityracing.com. Of course, our great partner over at the Butt Kicker for all your gaming haptic needs. Check out thebuttkicker.com. And of course, our great partner over at simwrapmarkets.com for all your iRacing paints and wrap needs. Check them out at the link down below at simwrapmarket.com. So as the qualifying gets finished here, we get ready to take a look at our starting grid. And starting on the pole here tonight, we see Eric Schaefer in the 4. Jesse Whittington going to roll off P2 in the 94 machine. Kyle Benson rolls off 3rd with Craig Lautenschlager back in the 4th position. And Victor Pfluger and Cedric Hunter make up row number 3. Row 4 will be Justin Gahn and Jesse Necula with Alex Coffey in the 11th. To the inside of Jacob Jorgensen in the 5. Tucker Rhodes going to roll off from the 11th spot with Isaac Mock back in the 12th position. 13th will be Johnny Shade with Spencer Gay back in 14th. Ryan Mullins rolling off 15th with Jason Hastings from the 16th position. Brandon Banks back in 17th and Dakota Wilson in the 18th spot with Blaine Wilson back in 19th, and Craig Parks rounded out your top 20. Josh Lokovitz rolls off 21st, Brad Titus 22nd, and Shane Loveridge going to round out the field here tonight at North Wilkesboro Speedway. As we get everybody gridded up here, we get ready for the action to begin here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. I'm going to step away from my microphone for just one moment as my air conditioner just shut off. I'll be right back. All right, the cars are rolling here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. We're going to go 2 laps before we get racing underway. Eric Schaefer, your points leader, going to lead him to the green flag, choosing the inside lane on his start. As the pace car gets ready to take that hard left-hand turn down on the pit road. We get ready for 150 laps of action here from North Wilkesboro Speedway. Green flag in here. Oh, one around already right on the start. Caution flies the second that the race starts here. Like Victor Fluger went around there on the start. Josh Lokovitz caught up in that one as well. We'll just go right back and take a look to see what happened to Fluger here on the start. Looks like it's a little excited. Jumps on the gas a little quickly. This is that inside wall, and what happened to Lokovitz here? Oh, a couple more piled up here right after the fact. So what happened to Lokovitz, and oh yeah, same kind of thing. The 8 of Brad Titus got a little excited there on the outside lane. Spun the tires, came down into Lokovitz. So Victor Fluger down on pit road. Not a lot of damage to Brad Titus's truck, or car, excuse me. So he should be good to go. Same with Josh Lokovitz. It was such a low speed incident, doesn't look like any damage really to the 79 machine either, so. Zoom in on that 79, yeah, just that little bit of damage to the right front there, and same thing with Brad Titus. Have some damage to the left front here, I think. Left side there right on the door, so doesn't look like anything too serious for either one of those drivers. And Josh Lokovitz coming down pit road, see if he can get that damage fixed up on that 79 machine. So the Monaco Grand Prix had a big incident on lap 1. Indy 500 had a big incident on lap 1. Here tonight in the Simrat Market National Series, we have an incident on lap 1. It seems to be the bit of the trend here tonight, as Eric Schaefer going to choose the outside lane, putting Jesse Whittington to the inside. Pace car getting ready to take that hard left-hand turn down on the pit road. Green flag back in the air. Big jump from Eric Schaefer. Leaves Whittington out in the dust here as Kyle Benson was able to get around. Oh, another one around here. It looks like Jesse Nicola up into the outside wall. Caution flies for the second time tonight. Jesse Whittington got up in that one as well. It's going to bring up a wreckage rewind as we try to see what happened here on this second incident. This is back at the restart here. Oh, that was the first one there. I apologize. See if we can see what happened here. So this one starts with the 9 of Jesse Necula. Poor jump that Jesse Whittington got on that low side. Oh, Whittington got loose in the corner, checked up, got into Necula. See the 00 get a piece of that as well. So that started with a bobble from the 94 of Whittington. You see now Jesse Necula, Whittington, and the 8 of Brad Titus behind the pace car. They're going to get waved around here with 1 lap to go. Lights on the pace car shut off here. Looks like they're still on. We'll be going 1 more lap before the lights on the pace car shut off. We have 1 driver out of the race. That is the 72 of Shane Loveridge. How about Spencer Gay? I know we've run barely any race under green here. Gay getting it going on these restarts here. Currently up 7 spots. He started 14th, now finds himself in the 7th position. Gaining spots left and right on these restarts as the wave around cars make their way around the pace car. Eric Schaefer going to choose the inside, or excuse me, outside lane yet again. But Eccentric Hunter down to the inside. Row 2 will be Kyle Benson and Justin Genn. Then Craig Lautenschlager and Alex Coffey back in row number 3. As the pace car takes the hard left-hand turn down on the pit road. We go green flag racing yet again here from North Wilkesboro down into turn number 1. Another great jump there for Eric Schaefer. Kyle Benson now working the outside of Cedric Hunter as they come off of turn number 2. Turn number 4, they get our first green flag lap in here tonight on lap number 12. Eric Schaefer starting to run away here as Benson got a little loose there up on that high side. Benson and Cedric Hunter battle side by side in the turn number 4. Side-by-side racing is exactly what Eric Schaefer wants to see. Is now Benson's going to tuck back in line behind the 13 machine. Just behind, we see Alex Coffey side-by-side with Justin Genn. Again, using that high side to his advantage. We've seen the high side work here at North Wilkesboro. So you got to have the good run off as now the 77 of Craig Lautenschlager takes a look down to the inside again. That's going to allow Alex Coffey to pull away just a little bit. A little further back, we see another battle back here between the 82 of Spencer Gay and Brandon Banks. Gay able to get out in front of Banks, so Banks able to get into the corner just a little bit better. And that 00 we see is actually the 14 of Isaac Hawk that you see on the screen there. So Isaac running the 00 here tonight. Tucker Rhodes trying to make a move down underneath Mock here as they go down off of turn number 4. The battle back here between Dakota Wilson and Jacob Jorgensen. Wilson a little loose there on that low side. Getting that car to rotate Vance again. He's going to have to tuck back in behind Jorgensen as Jorgensen now makes a move down to the inside of Spencer Gay as they come off of turn number 4. Oh, look, contact there between Jorgensen and Gay. Into turn number 1, Jorgensen's going to take that position away, and now here comes Dakota Wilson looking down to the inside of Spencer Gay, and right behind him, Craig Parks trying to follow through as well. So Eric Schaefer still out in front, leading Cedric Hunter. Our first stage will be on lap 35. Stages tonight are laps 35 and 70. racing going on back here as here comes Craig Parks down to the inside of Spencer Gay. And Jesse Whittington, who was caught up in that second incident there on lap 8, now trying to work his way underneath Blaine Wilson to take over the 14th position. So Jesse trying to work his way back through the field. While this battle between Jorgensen and Dakota Wilson continues to go on. Kyle Benson falling back into the clutches of Alex Coffey. Is Coffey going to take a look down to the inside of the 70? Coffey trying to motor down on that inside. Again, you see through turns 1 and 2 running all the way down to the grass. But as they go into turn 3 and 4, there's that curving there. And Coffey just caught it. Oh, we got a caution. Looks like, the one of Johnny Shade has gone around. Heavy damage to the front end of the one machine. That's going to bring out our third caution of the night. See Shade running by himself down the front stretch into turn number 1. Oh, looks like Josh Lokovitz. Didn't see that. Josh Lokovitz spinning out in front of Shade. See if there was some help there on the 79. Oh, 79 locked him up to keep from running into the back of Blaine Wilson, and then Johnny Shea just had nowhere to go. He runs right into the 79 of Lokovitz. I believe I just heard Lokovitz's motor pop. So that is going to do it for the 79 here tonight. So as they run right now, Eric Schaefer out in front. We still have not pit yet. We will be pitting probably in about 10 laps when the stage ends on lap 35. Eric Schaefer, Cedric Hunter in second, Kyle Benson back in third, Alex Coffey and Craig Lautenschlager round out your top 5. Justin Gahn back in 6th, Isaac Mock down in 7th, Tucker Rhodes, Brandon Banks, and Jacob Jorgensen round out your top 10. Got about 2 to go before we go back green flag racing. As they come off of turn number 4, should see the lights on the pace car turn off this time by. Signifying just one more lap until we get back racing and the cheese is underway in the back. The easiest track to show the choose at. Lights are back on the pace car. We're going to go one more lap before going green flag racing. There we go, lights are off on the pace car. Pace car going to take the hard left-hand turn down onto pit road this time by. Aaron Schaefer again up on that high side. Craig Lautenschlager down to the low side. And Justin Gahn and Kyle Benson back in row number 2. Space car dives off. We go back at green flag racing. Again, another great jump for Eric Schaefer as Kyle Benson able to sneak down into the second position. Alex Coffey going to gain a spot there on that restart, get a slide up in the third. Kyle Benson right there all over the back bumper of Eric Schaefer as we go down into turn number 1. Battle for the lead is heating up as here comes Benson. Taking a look up to the high side. Coffey trying to look down to the low side. Meanwhile, we've got a great battle in the middle of the pack. As Jacob Jorgensen trying to get around Tucker Rhodes. Right behind, we see the 55 of Brandon Banks battling with Dakota Wilson. One driver getting a little loose there. As Kyle Benson now under attack from Alex Coffey. This is a battle for second. He tries to get power down on that low side, was not able to make that happen. The side-by-side battle for runner-up continues. Oh, one driver slow on the bottom of the track. That was, I believe, Brad Titus having some issues down on the bottom of the track. Scary moment for our leaders there. They came right up on that 8 machine as he was down in the grass. So we can go back and see what happened to the 8 machine here. He got a little loose, caught the outside wall, spun it down, but he was off the racing surface when that happened, as he's trying to get that car straightened back out. Still off the racing surface, so that's why there was no yellow. But here's the surprising part, is the leaders coming through side by side as Titus is getting back onto the racing surface. We stay green. As Kyle Benson and Coffey continue to battle side by side. Benson got a little loose there up on that high side. Allows Coffey to get a good rundown on the inside. Now Coffey gets a little loose there. Coffey, though, able to get the power down. He's going to be just out in front of Benson as the caution comes out for stage. So Eric Schaefer will be your stage winner. Alex Coffey will be back in second. Kyle Benson in third. Craig Lautenschlager in fourth. Justin Gahn back in fifth. Tucker Rhodes in sixth. Isaac Mock in seventh. Jacob Jorgensen back in the eighth position. Brandon Banks and Cedric Hunter round out your top 10 in the stage. As the field makes their way down on the pit road, get green flag pit stops underway. So he's going to be the first driver off of pit road here. Looks like 4 tires and fuel for all drivers. There goes Alex Coffey rolling. And Coffey is not going to be able to beat Schaefer off of pit road. So Eric Schaefer, Alex Coffey, Kyle Benson, Craig Lautenschlager, and Justin Gahn are going to be your top 5 off of pit road. And we'll have a quick word from our sponsor. So we're getting ready to go back green flag racing in a moment. We'll take a look to see where the leaders choose here. So Eric Schaefer is going to probably choose the high lane yet again. Coffee down on the low side. There's our choose. So Eric Schaefer again chooses the outside lane. Alex Coffey in second. And we'll find Kyle Benson, Justin Dime side by side in row number 2. Greg Lautenschlager and Tucker Rhodes, row number 3. Space car takes that hard left-hand turn off of pit road. And green flag flies yet again here at North Wilkesboro. And again, great jump for our leader down into turn at number 1 as we go side by side for second between Alex Coffey and Kyle Benson. Much better start on cold tires this time. Run side by side off of turn at number 2. Coffey almost able to clear Benson off of turn 4. Now Coffey will clear Benson down into turn at number 1. Meanwhile, just behind we see Craig Lautenschlager battling side by side with Justin Dunn. And ooh, the double zero of Isaac Mock runs way up the track. That's going to allow the 15 of Tucker Rhodes down underneath. And here comes Mock back on the side. They go side by side down the backstretch and into turn at number 3. Not too far behind, you see Cedric Hunter battling here with Jacob Jorgensen and the 55 of Brandon Banks. And caution is out. It looks like it's for the 2 of Dakota Wilson, who's lost it in turn number 2. That's going to bring up another wreckage rewind. We'll take a look to see what happened to Dakota here. On the high side, he's got Blaine Wilson right behind him. And oh, a little contact, it looks like, from Blaine Wilson into the 2. Makes contact again going down into turn at number 1. And that brings up our 5th caution of the night. For those paying attention at home, the Cup race is currently under a red flag for rain. So since there's no real racing going on, you should be tuned in right here on Intensity Broadcasting. By the time they get the track dry, this one should be over. As Eric Schaefer continues to lead. If you weren't with us earlier, let's take a look again at those points coming in tonight. Eric Schaefer, currently your points leader. Alex Coffey sits back in second. Cedric Hunter, Dalton Tucker, and Craig Lautenschlager, your top 5. I'll leave that up on the screen so you can see where your favorite driver is currently in the top 38. This includes only the National Series drivers. This does not include any of the Cup drivers who have made starts here. As next time by, the lights will be shutting off. We'll have the choose yet again. Let's see if I can make myself a quick little choose camera. go. Alex Coffey going to choose the high side here. Field's making their way down to the starting zone. Green flag back in the air. Again, another great jump for Schaefer down into turn number 1. Coffey, though, able to clear and stay up in the second spot, trying to run down Schaefer. Just behind we see Kyle Benson and Justin Gahn going at it. Gahn down on the inside. Benson up on the high side. Benson's going to clear the 30 machine. We go down into turn number 1. A little mile back here. We got a little further back. We've got this gaggle of cars here coming off of turn number 2. 15 of Tucker Rhodes down on the inside. There's Jesse Whittington, who started up on the front row. Got cut up in the early incident. He's trying to work his way back through the field, currently up into the 10th position. Trying to work around the high side of Tucker Rhodes, but unfortunately, Jacob Jorgensen taking up the real estate in front of him, as Jorgensen's now going to clear the 15. That's going to allow Jesse Whittington to have a little bit of a run here up on that high side. We'll try to work around the 15 of Rhodes. So move Whittington into the 9th position. Makes his way around Rhodes on the high side. Tucker Rhodes going to lose another position here, as the 13 of Cedric Hunter works that high side. So we're seeing that high side really come into play, as here comes Blaine Wilson looking to make a move on the high side of the 15 of Tucker as well. Meanwhile, Jesse Whittington looking down underneath Jacob Jorgensen. So move Jesse up into the 8th position. And Jorgensen tries to fight back up on that high side. The battle for 8th place continues on. Well, up front, Eric Schaefer has a mirror full of Alex Coffey. How long it takes for these drivers to get back to the gas. As Coffey's going to make a move down to the inside, almost gets into the side of Eric Schaefer, gets loose there on the low side, but we got a battle heating up here for the lead as Coffey takes another dive down to the inside through turns 1 and 2. Schaefer able to hold off on that high side for now, but here comes Coffey with another dive bomb down to the inside into turn number 3. They're going to go door-to-door, side-by-side off of turn number 4 and down the front stretch and give the lead to Coffey that time, as he just barely had it going across the start-finish line. Now Schaefer's going to try to fight back again up on that high side. Door-to-door, side-by-side for the lead between Eric Schaefer and Alex Coffey, as we are about 10 laps away from the stage end. Now Schaefer able to use that highlight advantage now, trying to get back around Coffey. Coffey not letting go here, as he's still trying to wrap that low side. He's able to wrap the bottom so much better than Schaefer is right now. As across the stripe that time, it's going to be Alex Coffey. They continue to race side by side, door to door, through turns 3 and 4. Another little battle heating up behind as we see Craig Lautenschlager working around Isaac Mock. Right now we're focusing on the battle for the lead. as Eric Schaefer continues to try to fight to the inside. Sorry, as Alex Coffey continues to fight to the inside of Eric Schaefer. Coffey almost able to clear Schaefer this time. And Coffey will clear Schaefer down into turn number 3. So move Alex Coffey to the lead as we are coming to about 5 laps to go in the stage. Meanwhile, this battle continues as Greg Lautenschlager is trying to find his way around Isaac Mock. He's pretty much spreading out in the back of the field. And we are coming to 5 laps to go in the stage. It says it's random guy on the track. LOL, not sure who he's referring to there, but back to Jesse Whittington, who's moved himself up into the 8th position. He's kind of just stalled out there, not able to continue forward as now Cedric Hunter takes a look down to the inside of Justin Gahn, and it's Hunter going to move himself up into the 4th position. And meanwhile, Kyle Benson now trying to get around Eric Schaefer as we see the 8 of Brad Titus going another lap down. Currently 4 laps down. And Alex Coffey driving away here. So we are coming to 2 laps left in the stage. Kyle Benson doing everything he can to try to get around before Schaefer is Benson going to make the dive down to the inside in turns 1 and 2. When they come across the stripe next time, we'll see the yellow flag for the stage. So 1 more lap to go in the stage. Eric Schaefer trying to hold on to that 1 point. Oh, I take it back. There's the caution. So stage ending here on lap 70 as Alex Coffey is going to win the stage. So your stage winner, Alex Coffey. Kyle Benson ends up 2nd. Eric Schaefer 3rd. Cedric Hunter back in 4th. Justin Gahn back in 5th. Isaac Mock, Craig Lautenschlager, Jesse Whittington, Brandon Banks, Lane Wilson round out your top 10 in the stage. And I guess there's a random guy on the front stretch. To see if we can find out where that random guy that Charles Stevens is talking about as we'll watch the race off of pit road. And Justin Gahn gets off of pit road first. Looks like a 2-tire stop for the 30 machine of Gahn. Then Alex Coffey gets off 2nd. Benson 3rd. Schaefer and Cedric Hunter, your top 5. Brad Titus staying out. Going to try to get one of his laps back here, I believe. Unless he's going to pit this time. Oh, here comes the 8 down on the pit road. Justin Gahn going to be the leader here when we go back at green flag racing. See if I can set this camera back up for the Chews here as they come down the front stretch. Go. Green flag is back in the air. Back racing here. As Alex Coffey trying to work out to the inside of Justin Gunn, who's on just 2 tires. See if 2 tires is able to hold off 4 tires. Is no, they're going to go 3 wide. Kyle Benson to the inside. That's going to move Gunn back. And we got 1 around in the backstretch. Caution is out. Bring up another wreckage rewind as we try to figure out who it was. I was completely sideways in the back of the field here. Ooh, looks like that was the 5 of Jacob Jorgensen. And it looks like he might have had a little bit of help here. Yeah, we see the 2 of Dakota Wilson get into the back of Jorgensen. Sends him for a spin right there in front of the field. There's enough to trigger the yellow, so we start our 7th yellow of the race. Alex Coffey still out in front. We are just a moment away from re-racking them, restacking them, and getting ready to refire them here. Time by, we'll see the Chews come into play here, and see if we can set that camera up here for the Chews. Don't forget to see the random guy on the track that Charles Stevens pointed out there. I'll see it this time. Kelly Coffey says yay, talking about Eric getting the stage win. We have Chews underway. Coffey again choosing the outside lane, putting Cedric Hunter to his inside. Then how about this? Jesse Whittington up into 4th. Kyle Benson to his outside in 4th. Excuse me, Jesse up into 3rd. As green flag flies yet again. Another great jump for Alex Coffey as Kyle Benson works to the high side of Cedric Hunter. You see Jesse Whittington down there on the low side trying to get around the 4 of Eric Schaefer. say Eric Coffey. I apologize. I meant to say Alex Coffey. As Cedric Hunter works to the back bumper of Alex Coffey. Here comes Eric Schaefer and the 70 of Kyle Benson here in the mix as well. So 4 cars under a blanket off of turn number 4. Coffey goes down into turn number 1. He's got Cedric Hunter right there on the back bumper. I apologize, Kelly, for that. I just had a little bit of a slip there. A little further back, you see a battle going on back here between Spencer Gay and Jesse Nicola. As Nicola is going to move himself up into the 13th position. Take a look off the back bumper here of Alex Coffey. Cedric Hunter right there on the back bumper, but not close enough to make anything happen just yet. We are now racing to the end. All of our stages are over. We are coming to just 62 laps to go when they cross the line next time by. Jacob Jorgensen trying to wake his way back through the field as he looks down to the inside of Spencer Gay. And just in front of them, you see Jesse Nicola to the inside. He's got Justin Gahn and Tucker Rhodes here as well. All over the racetrack. This 3-car battle continues for 11th, 12th, and 13th. Meanwhile, more issues for Brad Titus. Down on the grass, staying off the racing surface to keep a yellow flag from coming out as the field goes by. And the battle for the lead continues to heat up here as Cedric Hunter sitting right there on the back bumper of Alex Coffey. Another battle going on between Spencer Gay is just falling back on this run. He made up so many spots on the first opening stint. Now he's not been able to figure anything out as that car continues to fall back. See Jason Hastings right here on the back bumper of Spencer Gay. Jesse Whittington up into the 5th position. He's kind of stalled out a little bit. You see a lot of damage to the rear end of that 94 machine. Doesn't look like he's hindering him too much as he's able to hold on currently to that 5th position. And being the short track that it is, these drivers should be able to make it to the end without pitting. The only way I see drivers coming down pit road is if the caution was to come out yet again. Right now, everybody kind of spreading out throughout the field. And now we'll take you through the field as you see Alex Coffey still out in front of Cedric Hunter. Alex up 8 positions from where he started and currently in the lead, catching the lap car of Brad Titus. Cedric Hunter up 4 spots from where he started as they work around the inside of the lap car of Brad Titus. Having a great run here tonight, working his way through the field and continuing to try to apply pressure to Alex Coffey. Back in third, our points leader, Eric Schaefer, led a bunch of the beginning of the race. Now finds himself running back in third. You see a lot of smoke there as Jason Hastings had some issues. Kyle Benson down 1 spot from where he started. Currently runs in the 4th spot. And trying to have a good run here. Hasn't really had the pace that he had in the beginning of the run, but solidly up into the top 5. Last driver in the top 5, that is the 94 of Jesse Whittington. He started back in second, or up in second, excuse me. Got caught up in an incident, our second caution of the race, fell to the back of the pack, now finds himself running in the 5th spot. Isaac Brock currently running back in 6th. Up 6 spots, started in 12th, now finds himself up into 6th with about 50 laps to go. Having a great run as Craig Lautenschlager runs in 7th. Getting some pressure from behind from the 17 of Blaine Wilson, and Lautenschlager losing 3 positions from the start of the race, but having a solid run here after getting caught up in an earlier incident as well. Blaine Wilson up 11 spots from where he started, trying to make it 12 as he's all over the back bumper of Craig Lautenschlager as they go down into turn number 3. And Wilson solidly up into the top 10, but he wants more as he's working on the back bumper. Brandon Banks up 8 spots up into the 9th position. Haven't really talked about him much tonight, but having a great solid run up in your top 10. And showing a bit of speed here on this final run. And running out your top 10 is Jesse Neckler, who's been caught up in a couple incidents here tonight. Had to fall all the way back to the back of the field. Now finding himself back running in the top 10. So a solid night tonight for Jesse Neckler. Oh, as the caution flag flies, it looks like it's for the 77 of Craig Lautenschlager, who we just talked about a moment ago, having a pretty solid run. It's turned around, and that brings up another wreckage rewind with Denny Hamlin saying, oh, that's just short track racing right there. I think that's what we're going to see is some short track racing is, ooh, that actually happened on the backstretch. So Blaine Wilson got down into the inside of Lautenschlager, turns him around in turn number 3. But it doesn't look like any damage to the 77, but that's going to bring the entire field down on the pit road, except for the 71 of Craig Parks, who stays out, along with Ryan Mullins also stays out here. So Alex Coffey able to get off the pit road first, Cedric Hunter second, Eric Schaefer third, Justin Gahn fourth, and Kyle Benson in 5th. And now Craig Parks and Ryan Mullins are going to come down pit road, so this is going to put Alex Coffey back into the lead of this one. Coffey says the track temp is very high. It's going to eat up these tires. And I totally agree. Let's take a look at that weather here tonight. And you see the air temperature 86 degrees, but that track temperature 136 degrees, which is scorching hot. That's what's eating up these tires here. It's what's causing these drivers to get a little loose there on the exit of the corners. And we see Jesse Whittington coming back down pit road. Might have been bitten by the fuel bug, or just may not have had fuel turned on. Sometimes happens. Goes back down pit road, or he could be getting some of that damage fixed up. We know he's got quite a bit of damage on the rear end of that machine. But for those following the Cup race at home, as we see the Chews get underway here, the Cup race is still under a red flag for weather. Looks like NASCAR is going to try to dry the track here and get racing back underway. Rain has finished moving through, so track drying efforts underway. So by the time this one's over, we should be able to watch some real racing here. Pace car dives down on the pit road. Now Scoffy from that high side again gets a great jump, and there's Eric Schaefer trying to make his way to the back bumper of Coffee. He's there, giving a little shove there to Coffee as they come through the middle of turns 1 and 2. Coffee able to dive down to the bottom of Cedric Hunter. Hunter gets into the back of Coffee. As we come off of turn number 4, that's going to allow Schaefer, Hunter now, having to battle it out for the second position. Give a little bit of breathing room to Alex Coffey as they come off of turn number 2. Just 40 laps to go as Eric Schaefer and Cedric Hunter go door to door, side by side, off of turn number 4 and down into turn number 1. The driver who's kind of just sitting here watching this go on is Kyle Benson. Right along here with Benson. Sees this battle happening right in front of him. As they continue to battle side by side, it's giving a little bit of breathing room to Alex Coffey, who's not pulling away for a say as they go 3 wide for a moment, or try to go 3 wide as Benson thought about moving up to the high side of Hunter and Schaefer. I see Blaine Wilson trying to look down to the inside of Kyle Benson as they come down into turn number 1. Again, this side-by-side racing is exactly what Alex Coffey wants to see in his rearview mirror. So those two running side-by-side are going to run a lot slower. If Coffey's able to run by himself, and he can have his preferred racing line. But now Eric Schaefer able to clear Cedric Hunter. And Schaefer is going to set his sights on Alex Coffey with 35 laps to go. Coffey now starting to turn on the afterburners a bit here as he's pulling away from Eric Schaefer. He's still dealing with Cedric Hunter from behind. You see Cedric Hunter not afraid to use that front bumper. He's gotten into both Alex Coffey and Eric Schaefer a couple times here tonight. Trying to pull a little bit of a bump and run in the closing laps. A little further back, we see Craig Parks battling with Spencer Gay. This is a battle for the 15th position. Parks is able to get around Gay, and Jesse Whittington is now down a lap into the 19th position. So I'm not sure what happened to Jesse there, but he's fallen all the way back. As we see the 49 of Jason Hastings make his way down on the pit road. Alex Coffey's lead continues to grow as he comes off of turn number 4. We'll have just 30 laps to go as they come across the stripe. Meanwhile, Blaine Wilson right there on the back bumper of Kyle Benson, trying to take over the 4th spot. Use that bumper to loosen up that 70 machine. Almost does it. Benson able to hold on to it though. This one's got so much better entry speed, but Benson able to get off the corner just a little bit better. So it close up a little bit. That's able to get off the corner. Oh! A little bit of wheel spin. I don't think that was wheel spin now. I think there was something happened in front of him with the lap car of Brad Titus. Cedric Hunter continue to try to work down to the inside of Eric Schaefer, but Alex Coffey just running away with this one right now. He is currently almost a second and a half off of second place Eric Schaefer, who is just sideways off of turn number 4 a second ago. And Cedric Hunter is going to take a look down to the inside. He's going to take over that second position. And Schaefer is going to lose another position, as here comes Kyle Benson down to the inside. And something's happened to Eric Schaefer on this run. He's fallen back. Trying to hold off Kyle Benson, and we got one around. Caution is out. And that is for the one of Johnny Shade. And with 25 laps to go, this changes everything. I'll bring up another wreckage rewind as we see what happened to the one of Johnny Shade. Oh, just gets on the throttle a little too quickly. Ooh, gets Jacob Jorgensen. It's going to bring everybody back down on the pit road. I think Jesse Whittington is going to be able to get. I think Jesse is the lucky dog here. There you go. So Jesse Whittington being the lucky dog, going to get himself back onto the lead lap. Now it looks like a couple drivers staying out. So here's Brandon Banks. Gonna gamble here and stay out. See Craig Parks behind, gonna make his way down onto pit road. And more drivers doing some gambling as Dakota Wilson takes 2 tires on that stop. Gonna come off and restart second. Cedric Hunter is able to beat Alex Coffey off of pit road. Now we're going to have to watch this choose, as it's going to be a little bit more interesting, I think. I believe we'll be going to the choose next time by. So coming at 20 laps to go. Let's see if we do indeed get our choose here. So Cedric Hunter to the inside, Brandon Banks to the high side on this restart. Green flag is back in the air. We are back racing, and Brandon Banks able to use that high side to his advantage on the restart here, but here comes Cedric Hunter down to the inside. Hunter's going to take over the lead. Alex Coffey back up into the second position. as he's battling side by side with the 55 Brandon Banks. Banks on those 2 tires, definitely not able, sorry, on no tires, definitely not able to stay out in front. He is falling back like a rock. Now Alex Coffey has to run down the 13 of Cedric Hunter. Meanwhile, we've got 3 wide racing as Banks is holding on the high side. We got one around, and that is Blaine Wilson in the 17, who loops it around in front of the field. Fortunately, nobody else was caught up in that one. Ooh, another wreck. Looked like the 00 of Isaac Mock was turned around as well. This is going to bring up another wreckage rewind as we take a look to see exactly what happened to a couple different drivers here. Starting with the 17. And now let's rewind a little bit further because at that point he's already sideways. Looks like he had a little bit of help here from, might have a little bit of help from Schaefer. Although it looks like he's kind of losing it on his own here. And then he's sideways and Schaefer has no choice but to help him turn around here. Isaac Mock, ooh. So when everybody checks up, Isaac Mock gets into Schaefer. Schaefer's checking up there. Sends Schaefer across the track in front. Then we see the 30 of Gone caught up in that. Ooh, Mock hits that crossover gate. Kind of strange. See Jesse Whittington down into the grass to avoid it. There's Tucker getting caught up in this one as well. Spencer Gay. As they cross the line next time by, we'll have 14 laps to go. Trying to close this one out. We'll have to, again, watch for the chews here as they come down. To the stripe next time by will be the chews. So here we go to the chews. Hunter's going to choose high, Coffee low. So Cedric Hunter again up on that high side. Alex Coffey on the low side. Caution or lights are on the pace car again. We're going to go one more lap before we go back green flag racing. Looks like some drivers in the back not getting into position. So now lights are off on the pace car yet again. Cedric Hunter up on the high side, Alex Coffey on the low side. Row 2 will be Dakota Wilson and Kyle Benson. Jesse Necula and Craig Wattenschlager as the pace car gets ready to take that hard left-hand turn down on the pit road. Green flag back in the air. We are back racing as Coffey gets a great jump there. He gets into the side of Cedric Hunter. They're going to go side by side, door to door off turn number 4. Wattenschlager around on the backstretch. Yellow flag is out. And it looks like Alex Coffey was out in front of Cedric Hunter. I don't know, maybe Hunter was back out in front as we see drivers still trying to get spun back around here. That's going to bring out another wreckage rewind here. And it looks like this one did start with Craig Lautenschlager. Losing it all by himself there up on the high lane. Comes down and catches, I believe that's, that's Jesse Nekula, who gets right hooked head on into the outside wall. There's Justin Gahn with nowheres to go. Go back under yellow yet again with 8 laps to go. Again, those who are keeping track at the NASCAR race, I'm sure there's a couple drivers who are actually have the broadcast on while they're racing. I know some drivers do that. Air Titans are out on the racetrack. They are currently drying Charlotte Motor Speedway. It looks like they will be resumed racing here probably within the next half hour or so. So after this one's complete, you'll be able to tune in to Fox and watch the conclusion of the Coca-Cola 600. Choose this time by. Ooh. A little gamesmanship there. Cedric Hunter and Alex Coffey both choose the inside lane. That's going to put Kyle Benson up on the high side on this restart. Really late move there for Hunter. See how this works out for Alex Coffey on this restart. As the pace car takes the hard left-hand turn down on the pit road. Green flag flies again. We are back. Green flag racing, and Alex Coffey able to get right down and almost gets into the back of Hunter. Almost loses it. He hangs on to it. That allows Kyle Benson to move around up into second place with 5 laps to go. Coffey really sent it in there on Hunter and had to check up to keep from wrecking the 13th machine. We got 4 laps to go. Can Alex Coffey make his way back up to the front? Kyle Benson getting around Cedric Hunter, and Hunter going to hold on for the race win. As we are coming to 3 laps to go. So come off of turn number 4. Don't forget, we did have ourselves a chance at a green-white checker. We do have 3 attempts at a green-white checker if the caution was to come out before the white flag. Back here, they are trying as they are 3 wide. Craig Lautenschlager almost got sideways there. There's Jesse Whittington making his way through there. There's still 3 wide here in the back with 2 laps to go. Off of turn number 2, down into turn number 3. If the white flag flies, the yellow flag will not. As they come off of turn number 4, white flag is in the air. 1 lap to go here from North Wilkesboro. Does Kyle Benson have anything for Cedric Hunter, or can Alex Coffey make his way around? We got 1 around in the back. Justin Gahn has looped it around in turn number 1, but we stay green. As they come off of turn number 4, checker flag is in the air. And Cedric Hunter is going to be your winner here. Kyle Benson going to come home in second. Alex Coffey finishes third. Dakota Wilson and Eric Schaefer round out your top 5. But how about that? Cedric Hunter gets the win here tonight. He's down onto the front stretch where he's going to celebrate this victory. And in the chat there, Kelly not very happy with that late choose by Hunter, but worked out for him and ends up with the win here tonight, parking that Hello Kitty machine in victory lane. Cedric celebrates his win. Let's take a look at our final results. Again, Cedric Hunter gained the win. Kyle Benson comes home second. Alex Coffey back in third. Dakota Wilson and Eric Schaefer round out your top five. Spencer Gay back in sixth. Blaine Wilson rounds out seventh. Tucker Rhodes, Jacob Jorgensen, and Craig Parks are your top 10. Brandon Banks brings it home 11th. Johnny Shade, after having a rough night, brings it home 12th. Jesse Whittington, Craig Lautenschlager, and Ryan Mullins round out your top 15. Justin Gahn back at 16th. Brad Titus at 17th. Jesse Nekula brings it home 18th. 19th, Isaac Mock, and then Jason Hastings back in 20th. Josh Lokovich 21st. Victor Pfluger back in 22nd, and Shane Loveridge back in the 23rd position. While we get ready to get our drivers into the booth here with us, let's have a word from our sponsor. I just realized the whole time I was doing sponsors and was completely muted, so I apologize for that. So we're still waiting for our top three to make their way down into the waiting room. Of course, we want to thank our great partners over here. Again, we have Race EPI for all your iRacing coaching and setup needs. Visit raceepi.com. Of course, our great partner over at Butt Kicker for all your gaming haptic needs. Check out thebuttkicker.com, and you can even find out what movie theaters in your area might use butt kicker technology. Yes, that is something that they offer. So check that out at thebuttkicker.com. Of course, don't forget to check us out over at intensityracing.com for all your iRacing swag. We do have Atman Weiss's swag there as well. And if you're a small-time racing team looking for swag, get a quote today over at intensityracing.com. Bear with me just one moment while I see what's going on with the top three.
Yeah, no problem. No, I mean, to my knowledge, there is. I just haven't moved anyone. I'll get that taken care of now. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. We were trying to take care of it. Yeah, we need to fix that. Okay. All right, thank you.
Well, I just learned that the drivers don't have access to the waiting room themselves. So let me see if I can move our top three down to the waiting room. At least two of them here, because it doesn't look like Alex is in the Discord here. So let's talk with our second place finisher, Kyle Benson. Kyle, you got Josh up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
And great job here. You guys coming home 1-2 here tonight. Bit of a here in the chat they're saying at least a controversial restart there with a little bit of a late choose, but it was legal before the line there. But man, a great run for you there tonight. Even making that high side in that third lane work for a little while. Talk about your race there and what you're able to do to get yourself up front and in position.
That's pretty good. Just wanted to try different stuff because I knew the bottom lane was going to get all soupy and hot. So I tried the outside lane a little bit. It was working. It just kind of needed to go kind of towards the late run, but I felt pretty good. You know, the high track temp definitely was a big factor with how the races ran. A lot of throttle control, a lot of conserving your right rear tire. But I was able to conserve that right rear tire on that pretty big run. And I was consistent enough. I knew it wasn't going to be fast, but I knew it was like a top 2 to 4 car, which, you know, we finished second, so we're definitely up there. I mean, 1-2 for DTH is definitely big too. You know, we ran really good at Dega, and we should have more wins this year, but you know, just the cars didn't fall the way we wanted to. But other than that, it's been kind of fun. But it was a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, you're talking about the high track temperatures there, and normally when we see a bunch of cautions, especially on a short track like North Wilkesboro, you don't see drivers diving down pit road quite as much. And we knew that it wasn't for fuel, because a fuel situation would have been plenty fine for you guys. So was tire wear really that much, and were you surprised to see a couple drivers actually staying out on no or even attempting 2 tires there?
Yeah, you had to manage tire temps so bad that I was expecting, you know, a lot of guys just taking tires because we had like 5 sets. So I knew we were a good set on fuel. I mean, you could add fuel to tighten the car up a little bit, but I had a little bit of fuel at the end of the race just to tighten up a little bit. But other than that, I really didn't add fuel. It was kind of whatever you felt like, really. Changing your tires is definitely big after like a few laps, because after like a few laps, the heat cycle will just tear them all to hell. So it just depended on how you ran it and how you conserve your tires.
Well, a great job again coming home second here tonight behind your teammate. And before we let you go there, Kyle, anyone you want to thank? Any shots you got to give here tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank Steven for letting me run for his team this year, DTH. Good podcast on Mondays. Always a lot of fun on there, too. Got to thank Cedric. He he got pretty lucky, man, and he won the race. So I'm kind of happy for him. Another win for us in the DTH win book. Gotta thank you guys for the broadcast. It's always a lot of fun to watch back. And, this Simrat Market National Series is definitely a lot of fun to run every Sunday. Well, not every other Sunday. So just kind of happy where I'm at right now, and we're gonna keep going forward.
Well, next week, well, not next week, but the week after, we move on to Charlotte Motor Speedway. How do you like your chances at the old mile and a half there?
It's all right. I have a love-hate relationship with that track. If I can just keep the right front on it, I think it'll be all right. But it just kind of depends on how the cars fall. It's kind of what happens early race. You could be really good at there and just not be able to have the race you want. So other than that, I'm pretty confident there. I think I can just point my way in right now. That's what I'm trying to do. I'd like a win, but points are definitely big no matter how you get them. So with stage racing and all that stuff, it's definitely a lot of fun. But we're gonna kind of look forward to it.
Well, again, Kyle, congratulations on the runner-up finish. Good luck in 2 weeks at Charlotte. Hopefully, we'll talk to you again soon.
All right, appreciate it, buddy. Thank you.
Have a good night. So that was your second place finisher, Kyle Benson. Let's bring in your winner here tonight, driver of the 13 machine, Cedric Hunter. Cedric, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
Hell yeah, man. How's it going?
Man, great win for you there tonight. We were just talking with Kyle about tire management, and that seemed to be the big key here tonight. The track being as hot as it was, managing those tires and the yellows falling the right way for you. I know you had some issues at the beginning of the race, kind of fell back and worked your way back up through it. Talk us through working your way back up towards the front.
Yeah, I just had a complete brain dead moment and forgot to pick a lane, so I got the EOL and dropped to the rear there right before the stage. I gave up so many stage points tonight because of that, but going through the field was fun. The tires, just the way that the car drove tonight was pretty interesting. Like if you attacked really hard, it got really loose, and pretty much the goal to have speed on long run was just to save your right rear as much as possible. So I will say that it was quite difficult to really push and make up track position without, I guess, crossing the line of just wrecking on entry. But we had good pace tonight. We had good long run pace. It's a shame that we couldn't get a few more long runs early. But otherwise, I mean, really good run. Shout out to my teammates, everybody at DTH. Kyle obviously had a great run. Craig had a good run, I would say, up until the last caution, I think, where he made a mistake. And Dakota was also in our chat tonight, so shout out to him. I think he finished with the top 5, if I'm not mistaken. So great job to all the guys.
Yeah, it was a great run for you there. You said the choose cone got you before the stage, but it seemed to save you there at the end. I know they were talking about it in the chat here, a little late choose there, but got it in before the line, and it seems like that's what got you that win, because Alex Coffey was just so strong there on those restarts. Was that kind of your game plan, be a little sportsmanship there and gamesmanship and try to choose as late as possible?
Yeah, I figured the last few races that Coffey and I have had, that if I did take the outside and I gave him the inside, there's a good chance I probably wouldn't have seen the checkered, or at least he would. I honestly feel like I would have probably just been driven straight up the track and he would have probably stolen the win. So at the end there, I decided to take the inside to try and kind of prevent that, and I figured he was going to dart to my outside, and he just didn't. And then, well, I guess he went into turn 1, and whether he meant to do it or just got in too hot, I know I got a shot in the rear from him, so that part was kind of to be expected. Yeah, I mean, other than that, I don't think it was necessarily mind games. I think the way that the first restart went, and I was pretty lucky to keep the lead from that, because I know we were like side by side when the caution came out. I couldn't put myself in that exact same position because I don't think it would have gone that well, I guess, the second time. So it was a little bit of a late pick, but it was still before the line. So I don't know. From what I'm told, as long as you are, I guess, on the bottom line or up against the wall at the start finish line, that's all that matters. So whether I switch late or whatever, I guess, it is what it is.
Well, again, awesome job getting the win here tonight. I know you thanked your team and everybody else. You had anybody else you wanted to thank here before we let you go here tonight?
Yeah, I want to give a huge shout out to you for doing everything that you do. You do blah, blah, sorry, I can't talk. You do a great job, and I know you're solo, and I know how difficult that is. So, keep up the hard work that you're doing. You're doing a great job. Shout out to the fans out there tuning in on a weekly basis. Again, to DTH, and I forgot Steve Stipian, the team owner for DTH. Shout out to him. And to the drivers in this league and to the admins, thank you for hosting and then putting these races together. It's a lot of fun.
Well, good luck in 2 weeks at Charlotte. I'll ask you the same question I asked Kyle before you go. How you like your chances at Charlotte in 2 weeks?
I feel pretty good. I don't really know how it's going to drive. I assume nothing like real life. Xfinity race, I don't know if anybody watched it. That Xfinity race yesterday was fantastic. And unfortunately, my faith in iRacing to kind of duplicate that is slim to none. So I'm expecting it to just be a bottom feeding track, and I don't know. It'll be interesting. I've been doing pretty good on the 1.5 miles, and so I think that there is a chance that we might go back to back. But otherwise, I'm just aiming for a top 5 and trying to carry as much bonus points into these playoffs.
Well, again, awesome job here tonight. Good luck at Charlotte, and we'll talk to you again soon, I'm sure.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Have a great night.
You too.
So that was your winner here tonight. Cedric Hunter steal the win here on the final restart here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Again, we want to thank everybody for joining us, whether you're watching on Facebook, on YouTube, or over on Kick. We do appreciate you tuning in each and every week. Don't forget that like button, follow, and subscribe. It really does help us out in the long run in the algorithm. We want to make sure we're seen by as many people as we can. Get some new fans, maybe get some new drivers in here as well. Don't forget to check out our great partners down below, raceepi.com, tetsyracing.com, thebuttkicker.com, and of course, our series sponsor, simwrapmarket.com. Check out them for all your iRacing paints and decal needs. So that's going to do it for us here tonight from North Wilkesboro. Again, thank you all for joining. And as our boy Atlee, Atman Weiss would say, over and out.